What is going on, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to another wrestling video on the main channel. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my Raw on Netflix predictions. At the making of this video, which is currently 12 o'clock, only a few things have been confirmed, such as a John Cena retirement tour will be starting off tonight. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins will be the first ever main event on Netflix in Raw history. Roman Reigns will take on Solo Sikoa in Tribal Combat. Jey Uso will be taking on Drew McIntyre, and Rhea Ripley will be taking on Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Logan Paul is also confirmed to be there tonight. We don't know what he's going to be doing. And The Rock last night on Instagram confirmed that he will also be there. Another thing that has also been teased is the debut of Penta Zero Miedo. So with all that said, let's dive into my prediction for what I think will be taking place on Raw on Netflix. If my voice sounds a little bit raspy, because last night I was sick, I was dealing with a sore throat. I do feel a bit better now, but it's still bothering me at times. I still have my water bottle over there, taking sips in between takes. So just in case, my voice does sound a little bit off, that's why. So that said, let's get back into it. First match I'm going to be talking about is Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa in Tribal Combat. Who's for the Tribal Chief, for the Ufalafa, as LA Knight calls it. This is going to be Roman Reigns' first official match on Raw in what seems like a few years. Just to cut to the chase, I am going to be picking Roman Reigns to win this match. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward, very simple. Roman's probably going to win clean. We're going to be seeing some involvement of both bloodlines tonight. Maybe Jimmy Uso comes out. Paul Heyman will definitely be playing a factor in it. With The Rock being confirmed to be a part of Raw on Netflix tonight, will he be involved in a Roman Reigns Solo Sikoa match? I don't really know. I mean, it's possible he could be doing it and maybe staring down Roman Reigns for a WrestleMania 41 match that a lot of people have been clamoring to see. A match that was supposed to be taking place last year, but it got pushed aside because of Cody finishing his story. To see if they actually pull the trigger this year, we don't know. We don't know The Rock's availability for WrestleMania 41. There's been a lot of rumors that he will not be there, but like I said, he is confirmed to be there tonight on Raw, so maybe things change. After all, he is the final boss, literally, of WWE, being one of the head partners of TKO. Now, my simplified prediction with Roman Reigns winning. Now, this is my little fancy booking bold prediction. Do I think this is going to happen? Probably not. But what I think could possibly happen is Roman Reigns beats Solo Sikoa clean. Solo Sikoa acknowledges Roman Reigns, right? As he's about to, The Rock comes out. The Rock comes out. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, who are by Solo's side, The Rock gives them the orders to attack Solo Sikoa, beating him up, basically saying, like, you failed me, so because you failed me, you're going to be getting exiled, I guess you could be saying. Very similar to how last year on SmackDown, when Jimmy Uso lost to Jey Uso, there was punishment for losing, in which Tama Tonga debuted and attacked Jimmy Uso, taking him out of action for a long, extended period of time. Now, I don't know if that's going to be happening with Solo, but it would also add an extra layer to the story of The Rock showing that he's the High Chief. He's the one pulling all the strings with this new bloodline. I don't think that's going to happen. If it does, that'd be great. But I'm going to keep it simple. Roman Reigns wins tonight. He wins clean. I also don't think Drew McIntyre will be involved in any capacity tonight. If he didn't have the match with Jey Uso, I could see a world in which he does it, but I don't see it. I think the Drew McIntyre-Roman Reigns feud will be pushed later down the line. So for here, I think Roman Reigns will win clean. He'll be the Tribal Chief. He'll take back the Ufalafa, and we'll see what happens after that. Next match I'm going to be covering is for the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan putting up the Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley. This has been a feud that has been taking place all the way back into the beginning of last year, to be frank. If you really want to push the envelope a bit more, this really happened when Rhea Ripley took Liv Morgan out of action, and then it has escalated into, Dirty Damn joining Liv Morgan in this whole thing, this whole feud for the Women's World Championship and more. Now, with that all aside, I do think that Rhea Ripley will win the Women's World Championship tonight. I think this will be putting an end to the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, but I don't think she's going to win clean. Now, here's the way I have it booked in my mind. So I think the Judgment Day will be coming out as usual, trying to cost Rhea Ripley the match. Maybe Damian Priest comes out. What will ultimately make Liv Morgan lose the championship is a returning Becky Lynch. Now, a lot of people seem to have forgotten that Liv Morgan retired Becky Lynch. We haven't seen Becky Lynch on WWE programming for the better part of a few months, really. The last time we saw Becky Lynch in WWE was when she had lost the Women's World Championship to Liv Morgan at King and Queen of the Ring, I believe it was. So it's been a better part of at least, I want to say, 6 to 8 months. So going back to the Liv Morgan-Rhea Ripley match, I do think Becky Lynch makes her return. She will cost Liv Morgan the championship, setting up to the feud between the two. Becky Lynch is going to want to get revenge on Liv Morgan for taking her out of action for the better part of 2024. With her coming back, it's also a fresh feud for her to have, and it also puts Liv Morgan in the main event picture, taking on somebody at the same caliber as Big Time Bex. Now, my other extended prediction, which I don't think happens, but it would be cool to see happen, is the Judgment Day turns on Liv Morgan. The Judgment Day disbands completely. In fact, this would be really crazy. I don't think it's going to happen. Very similar to how I had the Solo Rock turning on Solo prediction, but if we had Becky Lynch teaming with Finn Balor and JD McDonough, Becky Lynch is supposed to be debuting a new persona, a new gimmick, and with her having some history with Finn Balor in the past, it would make sense to have the three in a trio, maybe as a heel trio to be taken a bit more serious. There's been a lot of tension between Liv Morgan and Finn Balor for the last few weeks on Raw, so maybe this is where it comes to a standstill and the Judgment Day is no more. Will that happen tonight? Probably not, but I do think the Judgment Day disbands, and I do think that Rhea Ripley will be the new Women's World Champion, setting up a match against Io Sky at WrestleMania 41, but we'll wait to get there. Right now, we're just at Raw on Netflix, so Rhea Ripley wins the Women's World Championship, ending Liv Morgan's reign. Next up, we got Drew McIntyre facing Jey Uso, two bitter rivals that have been going back at it ever since the Bloodline storyline. Now, Drew McIntyre's whole character is he's the Bloodline hunter. He's going to be hunting anybody who has been associated with Roman Reigns or anybody who has been associated with the Bloodline. He wants to make sure they are not part of the problem moving forward. McIntyre didn't have matches against Sami Zayn twice already, that being on Saturday Night Main Event, and also on Raw, I want to say 2 weeks ago. He attacked Jey Uso, I want to say 3 weeks ago. Who do I think is going to win? I think Drew McIntyre wins. He's the Bloodline hunter after all. If Jey Uso wins, it kind of really doesn't make sense in a storyline, because if Drew McIntyre can't beat Jey Uso, then he sure as hell ain't going to beat Roman Reigns. I do think that maybe Drew McIntyre does not stand tall. Maybe Jey Uso will get beat up, and then Jimmy Uso comes out, Sami Zayn comes out, they stand tall. That could probably happen. But I do think that Drew McIntyre will beat Jey Uso clean tonight on Raw. And of course, how could anyone really forget the main focus of Raw on Netflix? I got the t-shirt, I got the hat. It's John Cena's retirement tour. It kicks off tonight. Like a lot of WWE fans, we have been clamoring for Cena to make his return. He is going to be coming back full time, which leads to the question, what is next for John Cena? Now, what I think is going to happen is John Cena is going to come out. He's going to be cutting a promo, and I think Chad Gable will be interrupting John Cena. A little callback, you know, they call Chad Gable a little mini Kurt Angle. This could be a little callback to John Cena's first ever appearance in WWE when he challenged Kurt Angle with the ruthless aggression, setting up to an impromptu match. I could see this happening, in which the roles are reversed, in which Chad Gable provokes John Cena. We have an impromptu match between Gable and John Cena. We'll be having more matches in the ring, likely at Raw and, of course, at other PLEs down the road. And Chad Gable being one of the safest workers in WWE, it would be a great first opponent for John Cena to have. And it would also show us what can we expect from John Cena moving forward from his in-ring ability. And we can see like how he fares later down the road with other opponents. Pairing Cena and Gable in an impromptu match would be a fantastic way to kick off the John Cena retirement tour, with John Cena standing tall, continuing his retirement tour all across 2025. Logan Paul has also been confirmed to be here tonight on Raw. The question with John Cena, like the same with Logan Paul, is what's next for Logan Paul? I think Logan Paul will call out Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion. He already has started to call him out, if you remember, at the Netflix press conference when they were having all the wrestlers come in, promote all their matches. Logan Paul came out and he was calling out Gunther for a potential match. Now, I think this could definitely happen, maybe somewhere down the line at Royal Rumble, or maybe just on Raw on Netflix in general. I do think Logan Paul calls out Gunther, setting up a match between the two. Before we get to the main event, like I said, it has been confirmed that The Rock, the final boss, it's gonna be Bloodline Rules. Look at you now, boy. We don't know what The Rock will be doing later tonight, but there has been rumors that he's supposed to be cutting a promo tonight. If you ask me, I genuinely don't know, but I'm gonna go with my gut feeling and say that he could potentially call out Cody Rhodes. Now, I know Cody Rhodes will be facing Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble, but I think The Rock will be finally, kicking the door open, putting the Cody Rhodes on notice, saying that he'll be coming for the WWE Championship, possibly at WrestleMania, and that is my prediction, is that The Rock calls out Cody Rhodes. What has been confirmed, well, it really hasn't been confirmed, but I feel like it's pretty glaringly obvious that this will be happening, is the debut of Penta Zero Miedo in WWE television. Now, we don't know where he's going to be involved, we don't know what he's going to be doing, but I'm going to be giving you guys my prediction. I think that the New Day will be coming out, getting more heel heat, getting booed and whatnot. And I think Rey Mysterio will be coming out. He's going to be talking to the New Day. And the New Day will be challenging Rey Mysterio to a match. And this is where I think Penta Zero Miedo will make his debut. He will team with Rey Mysterio. Whether he turns on him or not, I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. Would not be surprised if that happens tonight because Penta is arguably a very good heel, has always been a very good heel, so it makes sense why WWE would go in that direction. But I do think that Penta will be involved with Rey Mysterio at some capacity tonight. Now for the main event, the first ever main event on Netflix in Raw history, that being the voice of the voiceless CM Punk taking on the Architect, the Messiah, the Revolutionary, the Visionary, Seth freaking Rollins. This has been a main event that has been hyped up for a very long time. It has been 10 years in the making. Two wrestlers who have had very similar roads. Both went to Ring of Honor, both won Ring of Honor championships. Both have won Money in the Bank. Both have successfully cashed in Money in the Bank. Both have carried WWE for quite some time. Both are also very strong about where they stand in the company. CM Punk did leave WWE back in 2014, and Rollins has stayed with them the whole time, has even publicly criticized CM Punk in interviews, calling him a cancer. All of that has now led to a match full of bitter hatred, and it leads us to CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I've been going back and forth about who is going to be winning this match. As CM Punk beats Seth Rollins, and that will be the final nail in the coffin of Seth Rollins finally being a good guy, finally doing what's right. He's going to feel like the WWE Universe has betrayed him, leading to a full-blown heel turn where he will be attacking Punk. Maybe Rollins takes Punk out of action for a while, and Punk makes his return at the Rumble. I don't know if that's going to be happening, but I do think this is where Rollins turns heel, and I just can't freaking wait for this match, man. There you have it, guys. Those are my Raw on Netflix predictions. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe for more wrestling content like this. Comment down below your Raw on Netflix predictions. I love to hear what you guys always have to say. This is going to be a legendary night. It's going to be a history-making night, and I just can't wait. Check my social media links down below. We got Instagram, we got TikTok. I also post a lot of memes on there, little reels, reactions. Be sure to check that out. With that all said, though, hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy wrestling, enjoy Raw on Netflix, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.